Wild Time Cooking with Allison Davis is brought to you by Corman Kitchen and Bath.
Welcome back to Midday Kentucky. Chef Allison Davis here in the Wild Time Kitchen. Hope you guys are having a great afternoon. I am making one of my friend's favorite dishes, and I think this would be a great way to maybe incorporate vegetables into your kids' breakfast, perhaps, if they are a little bit more adventurous and willing to maybe try something out of the box. I am making kind of a Korean zucchini pancake. I think this would be great for breakfast with a little fried egg, or also perfect for like kind of a Asian breakfast for dinner kind of spin. So lots of things that you could do with this, but it's one of my favorites. So we are going to start with the vegetables. I took just a box grater and took the zucchini. Your recipe may call for julienne strips, but this is a lot easier and a lot quicker to just take a box grater and grate your zucchini just right off the bat. All right, I added some shredded carrots that I just bought at the store. Now, I did salt this ahead of time, and I want to show you why. Because if we just added these into our batter instantly and didn't salt them, there's a lot of liquid, as you can see. So I'm just going to take this in a kind of mesh strainer and just let a little bit of that liquid all kind of come off so that we can really have a nice kind of crisp batter when we go to fry up our zucchini cakes. So there's a lot of water that you can see that is held in those zucchini. So by salting it and letting it sit for, say 2 or 3 minutes, you're really going to get a lot of that liquid out. I mean, it's pretty crazy. All right, so now that I have drained that water out of the zucchinis, we can start to build our batter. And so I'm going to take an egg, and then we're going to add our zucchini mixture back in. Got a little fork here, and we'll just start to work that egg. You may need 2 eggs just to bind it. This is basically going to be a very simple pancake batter. So we just have eggs and a little bit of flour. If you wanted, you could probably use rice flour if you were trying to stay gluten-free. I think that would work as well. And we're not adding any baking powder to this. We're not really looking for this to rise, so to speak, but we're just using the flour kind of to thicken this mixture up. All right. We already added salt, obviously, so I'm not going to add any more salt. But if you want, like I like a little bit of heat in mine, I'm going to add a little bit of pepper, and you could add a little touch of cayenne, or I'm going to add just a little dollop of chili paste, like red pepper. All right. In the pan here, I've got just a little oil sitting, and then this is going to go into that, and it's going to get really crisp. All right, so we have our batter ready. You can see it's kind of similar to a pancake consistency. We're going to just take that right into our skillet here, and I'm just going to make a nice big pancake, and then we'll be able to flip this. We'll let it get really nice and crispy, and just kind of let it sit and let it brown on all those sides. All right, while that is cooking, and we're just letting that really crisp up and brown, because that's what makes it great, is that crispiness, is we're going to make a little dipping sauce. So I have some soy sauce. I have some sugar. So it's all about that balance. We've got the heat coming from our sweet chili sauce, or red chili paste, little sesame seeds, and some vinegar for a little acidity. To this, I am going to add, I'm going to give it just a little stir. I'm going to add a little green onions. And my girlfriend, this is a very traditional Korean dish. Her mom and I cooked and made some Korean food. And you'll notice in a lot of like Asian kitchens, you'll find just a nice sharp pair of scissors. And this is really common to just see them cutting, vegetables or cutting noodles. So you can absolutely just take your scissors and just cut in. And I did the same thing in our pancakes as well. Just kind of cut in a little bit of the tops of the green onions. All right, so we'll give this a little stir, but this is going to be just a really simple soy kind of Asian dipping sauce that's going to go with our pancake. All right, so now that this has gotten nice and brown on all the sides, we're just going to gently kind of take that away and just let that kind of flip over. It's all right if it comes apart, it's going to go right back together once we flip it. All right, we'll let that keep crisping up on the other side. All right, I'm going to get our plate ready, and let me tell you, I'm going to dig into this as soon as it comes off the pan. You guys know where to find this recipe. Go to middaykentucky.com/recipes tab. I'm Chef Allison Davis. Thanks so much for watching. We will be right back after this short break.